Yeah, so we're just in Metabolic Balance India called Active Health. Pretty cool. And so we've seen our practice. Looks like it's a big practice. Plenty of physios and stuff like that. And there's some signage, which we'll take a look around in just a bit. And then, of course, it's good to see that there's different metabolic balance paraphernalia. It all looks a little familiar. So very cool. It's going to be good to share some stories. Let's go.
Hello, I'm Taranjeet, and I'm heading Metabolic Balance for India. We've been practicing this program since last 10 years, and it's been wonderful to have a family across the globe.
Hi, I'm Farah. I'm in a Taranjeet course team. I'm working with Metabolic Balance from past 8 years, and very good experience for client and as well as for me. It's a new learning and it's a fantastic program.
And over to you, Dia.
So I'm Karen. I am a metabolic balance practitioner in Australia. It's amazing to actually come across the world and meet metabolic balance practitioners in India and see how we're all able to transform lives together.
And so we've been talking a lot about the challenges in each countries. So tell us a little bit about what you've learnt from Australia that maybe you're seeing similar here, or something interesting that you've learnt today.
They all need pampering, they all need lifestyle changes are not easy.
Yeah.
That's what we are here for. So in case anybody is looking for a lifestyle change, they need a structured program as Metabolic Balance gives us, and a coach to hold on them for this journey now onwards, and wherever they are on the globe, because getting back to your habits is very easy. So it's going ahead, bringing some change which can bring value to you, value to your health, keep you healthy and happy.
And Karen, what have you learnt?
Yeah, look, absolutely. I think the same thing is that we both see the same challenges. Regardless of where we are, there's that change that needs to happen, and to actually be able to have that coach there that can support the clients through and help them with that journey as well, and for them to know that they've got someone that can support them with that. There's going to be challenges, whether it's in India or whether it's in Australia, but they've got someone to turn to, and they've got a plan that is scientific based. The fact that there's the science behind it, the fact that it's been developed and it's changing so many lives, so we know that it works, and that's what we're here to do, is support those people.
Yeah, and Farah, so what would you take away out of meeting Karen?
I think the challenges, we both are having the same challenge, Australia and India. It's like portion control cooking is a main challenge for both of us.
Yeah.
So I believe these two challenges are there, and being a coach, we are there to help our clients every time, whenever they want it.
Super.
The Metabolic Balance is amazing to have, a structured food plan for yourself, which can help you avoid ailments and diseases and keep you in good health mentally, physically, is a great way to go forward. So wherever you are on the globe, Metabolic Balance is worth it.
Metabolic balance, because it's a good synchronization between your brain health, your body health, and everything. So it's a great program.
Yeah, really.
Yeah. And I think as well, like there's definite cultural differences within the foods that we eat. We all eat very different ways. We cook different ways, but because metabolic balance is personalised, it does work for everybody, regardless of where you are. It takes into consideration the types of foods that you can source here, the types of foods we can source in Australia, but we still get the same results. It's still structured. It's
And the best, sorry.
Yeah, I can't stop you guys.
The best part I like is it's the ingredients listed.
Oh, yeah.
So you can cook the way you like. If you like it as the chickpea salad, or the chickpea chana curry as in Indian curry, or you do hummus out of it, it's up to you, the way you like it. It's just about taking the portions recommended for you.
And I think Metabolic Balance is teaching people about what is protein, because in India we have this challenge that what categories in the proteins, what is vegetable. Sometimes they ask us that, okay, this carrot is protein, so we teach them that what is protein. So because they have a full bracket of protein, so we teach our clients that this is protein group, this is vegetable, these are the carbs. So here it helps.
People that don't use pulses at all,
Yep.
or
None.
haven't really ever really cooked with them, so knowing how to actually cook with them, actually how to make them into a salad and how to make them into a dal or something like that. I think as well, like what's been great today is listening to both of you and making me realise that in Australia, I think I mentioned that we don't use a huge amount of spices in our cooking or herbs and things like that, but remembering the therapeutic uses of those as well, and that's what we have as practitioners, is that we can educate all of our clients that come in that not only is the food going to help them, but the things that we can actually add in as well with the herbs, with the spices. It's also going to help with reducing inflammation, controlling blood sugars, things like that as well. So yeah, that's definitely something that I will take back to Australia and start to incorporate more education around those herbs and spices and use those.
I have a question to ask.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, absolutely.
Do you get Asian clients there?
Yes, we do. Yeah.
What challenges you face with Asians?
I think the Asians, it's more probably based around the deep fry. Like a lot of Asians that come into Australia are very much into deep frying, especially chicken and things like that. So trying to kind of move them away from that, and actually also as well getting them to probably eat more. A lot of the ladies that I get are used to eating a lot of food but in very small portions throughout the day. So actually saying, no, I actually want you to eat this much, and we're only going to eat 3 meals a day. They're quite horrified sometimes at how much they have to eat, and then they think the more they eat, the less weight they're going to lose. So that's the challenge around that education, in that the amount you eat is right for you, it's the right amount to fuel you, it's the right amount to get your body back into balance. And so that's probably my biggest challenge with Asian clients.
Thank you.
The herbs and spices are built in. So for us Indians, having turmeric in every meal is so very obvious. Having ginger being added to all the pulses or the vegetables is like a normal routine. Especially in North India, it's like absolutely common. So, I mean, we don't have to bother about that, but then we are overdoing things maybe at times with our carbs. So people here are fearful of using proteins, thinking that would make them weight gain, whereas that's the opposite.
That's been fascinating learning. So from Australia, who's a protein heavy country, hearing that and carb diets being, low carb diets and these sorts of things being all the trend, that's a big learning, isn't it?
Australia's a very big society on the keto diet, so which is pretty much just protein. So people are actually fueling themselves purely on protein, and it has an impact on their gut health and all of that. So we're probably more protein than carbohydrate. Than the carbohydrates in Australia that we do bring in are normally the processed carbohydrates. People don't think of carbohydrates always as being your vegetables or your fruits and those sort of things.
So that's you to teach. I think in Australia the challenge is maybe getting them to have more of vegetables and fruits to be incorporated.
Yes.
Because as you said, there's more eating out culture. So you probably would not go out and take a piece of fruit at that point of time. So if you have this structured plan where the fruit is inbuilt, then only you deliberately, make efforts to do that.
Definitely.
In India, yes, we are fortunate in that sense that the vegetables and fruits are there, but then we are losing on proteins. Proteins are not the focus which people would have. And even when we have to build in the diet, we very clearly make sure that people have one plant protein as the dietary intake out of the two. If one is dairy, one is flesh, then at least one is a plant protein.
There you go.
And I think what's also really interesting, I had the opportunity to look at a plan that was created in India, and our foods are the same. There's a couple of things that are slightly
and about kangaroo, we talk about kangaroo, right?
Yeah.
Kangaroo is definitely on Australian plans. You have your kangaroo meat,
When you look at the vegetable list, and other than a few names that are slightly different, but I'm sure that's the same with America and the UK and that kind of thing. There's lots of foods on your plans that we have in Australia, which also makes me realise that not only is metabolic balance, when you travel, there's no reason why you can't stick to it.
That's
so
actually,
That's the key, because a lot of people go, oh, but I'm going on holiday, I can't stick to it.
Yes, you can. We've just seen it. Yeah, we can. So, ladies, well done. What a fantastic little chat session that was. And well, what can you say? Go metabolic balance, I guess. And let's see how you ladies can change the world.